Oh, there's just... Are you actually fucking kidding me? 330k! First time hitting Act 4. 22 minutes of total attempts. What the fuck is going on? I just don't believe this. Dude, are you actually kidding me? I just reviewed this run, and I don't know if I could have realistically performed this any better. Okay, the Act 2 front end I activated 2 frames before fretting, which makes sense because the execution is awkward following a sustain of the same fret. Outside of that, I'm at a loss for words, really. Act 3, star power ended on the frame I hit the back end. That was the first, like, decent Act 3 that I had in these few attempts. All the others I was activating way too late. Act 4, I probably didn't abuse one of the extended hit window frames, but star power ended the frame I hit the back end. The reason I'm doing this on PS2 is to abuse the buffered whammy on phrase 3 for that act, which surprisingly was pretty straightforward. I probably could have been strumming that sustain a frame or so earlier, just because the timing in between those two notes is so slim. Essentially what I'm doing there, if you've never heard about this, is I'm strumming the first non-sustained blue, holding the whammy bar down, essentially like I'm whamming that first blue, but keeping the whammy bar held down, and then strumming the actual sustain, and that initiates a buffered whammy input, as I've coined it, I guess, which starts accumulating star power on the first frame of the sustain, which otherwise, as far as I know, isn't possible. But it's also really helpful because it means that you don't have to time the whammy the frame after activating the note. And that upper bound act from a TAS I did of this song a while ago, I took notes on it, thankfully, or well, for that one act. And that fourth upper bound was a 3-frame window with buffered whammy and 2 without, so I absolutely needed every frame possible there. Basically the bare minimum frame data to attempt a whammy act like that. And the last act I didn't take any notes for, but I remember in that TAS labbing the last act, and from what I remember, the upper bound wasn't possible, but you could activate a note later, and funny enough, that ended up being worth the exact same as the nearly ideal act. Act 2, this was what, 68, which is 24 above nearly ideal, and this ticking run in general is 64 higher than the previous best, which was my first record of this, 329, 156, I think. Yeah, just check the score here real quick. Combining a tick run like that with that fourth act upper bound, yeah, again, I'm just kind of at a loss for words, especially for the time investment here. This is just utterly insane. Jeez, look at that difference.